There's the car alarm. That's great. Yay, New York. Hi guys, welcome back. So today I've got another tag video for you, and I was tagged in this by Liene from Liene's Library, and what is this called? Oh yeah, and this is called the I Totally Didn't book tag. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I've not really thought about my answers for this, so hopefully I can come up with some decent ones. So, number 1, totally didn't need to have a sequel or sequels. Dang it, I probably should have thought about this before I started, because this is sort of hard. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, I usually like sequels. Oh, okay. I actually do have an answer for this. This is like the one that I get most irritated about. So, like this maybe would have solved the problems I had with this book, but the book Dorothy Must Die, that could have been condensed significantly. Didn't need to have a sequel. Could have done it all in one book. Yeah. I wasn't a fan. Unfortunately, I really wanted to love that book. I loved the concept, but the execution, it was like kind of long-winded. It did not need to have a sequel. I think she could have done way more in one book. Number 2, totally didn't need to have more than one point of view. I am a bad person to ask about this. I like multiple points of view because I'm nosy and I want to know what everybody's thinking. So yeah, multiple points of view is always good. Why not? I can't think of anything off the top of my head that I hated because it had a lot. Sometimes if there's too many, it can be hard to keep track of, like Game of Thrones has a lot of points of view, and so that can be tricky, but more than one is usually good. Number 3, totally didn't need to change the cover art in the middle of the series. Yeah, about that, Libba Bray's The Diviners series has been through 3 freaking cover changes. They're changing it again for book number 3, which is just ridiculous. The cover art was fine the first time around. The second one, I mean, they were all fine, but they look totally different and it's super annoying. Number 4, totally didn't need a love triangle. Let's go with like the first couple books in the Mortal Instruments series. Like, we really didn't need Simon to be part of a love triangle. That was like kind of unnecessary, and he was clearly never gonna win out, so yeah. Number 5, totally didn't need this book to be included in the series. Yeah, okay, I kind of have an answer for this one too. So I love Throne of Glass, but I wasn't such a huge fan of the Assassin's Blade collection of short stories. Like, that just was unnecessary for me. I mean, they were kind of interesting, but I did not like them as much as the regular books. Totally didn't need a cliffhanger. I don't know. I know there are books like this, but I can't immediately think of one. Can we say The Walking Dead? That's a TV show, not a book, but I wish they didn't always have cliffhangers at the end of the season, but I guess that's sort of what you do. Number 7, totally didn't need to have just one point of view. Probably a lot of books that only have one point of view, because as I previously stated, I really like multiple points of view in books because I'm nosy and it's more interesting to see what everybody else is doing. Oh, you know what? I have a better answer for totally didn't need to be included in the series. 4, in the Divergent series. Like, what the hell? I never read it because, like, I don't know, it feels like a fan fiction thing to me. Like, why do you need to include this in the series? It's just the same thing from someone else's perspective. I don't get that whole thing. This is like if you want that, write fan fiction or read fan fiction, but like, really, you're gonna publish a book just because it's someone else's perspective? Like, I'm all for multiple perspectives within the book, but why would I buy another book just to read it from their perspective? That just does not interest me in the slightest. Number 8, totally didn't need that much hype. I don't know, maybe Stalking Jack the Ripper. I liked it, but not as much as like people sort of hyped it to be. 9, totally didn't need a relative book reference. For example, a Hunger Games fan would totally love Divergent. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to what they say on that kind of stuff, so Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, don't have a good answer for that question. And last question, totally didn't deserve my time. Yeah, if things totally don't deserve my time, I DNF them. Like, I recently DNF'd Once and For All by Sarah Dessen. I was super bored and I knew it was gonna happen, so yeah, that one didn't really deserve my time. And so I will leave the people that I'm gonna tag in the video description down below. If you guys like this video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more. Also, you can hit that notification bell to be notified every time I release a new video, and if you do join the notification squad, let me know in the comments down below and I will give you a shout out in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.